Hey guys, today we're sitting here with Clay Mizell, a comfort advisor for SafeAire Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. And today we're just going to ask him some questions and just see what he has to say. All right, Clay, let's get into it. You ready?
Yeah, man.
Awesome. All right, so what makes working with SafeAire different from other companies out there?
So I've been with SafeAire going on about 8 years, right? And what really sets SafeAire out to me is a couple things. One, we're a family up here, right? Most importantly, I want to be a part of a company that's a family, and that's that we're a big family here. And two, if we make a mistake, we're not afraid to own up to it, right? And that really, I feel like, sets us apart from other people. Is that we do what we say we're going to do. We're only human, so we make mistakes, but we'll own up to those mistakes, And I feel like that's just very important when making a very a big purchase for your home is, knowing somebody that, when you call a company, they're going to be there. They're going to answer the phone. And that's what we really pride ourselves on.
Awesome.
Yep.
When you visit a home, what is your main goal for that homeowner?
My main goal for any home that I walk into is to treat it like it's my own and to come up with permanent solutions, right? Whether that permanent solution be replacing your system, or fixing ductwork, whatever it is, I want it to be a permanent solution that you can be happy with for the, foreseeable future, next 10 to 15 years.
Awesome.
Yep.
How can someone tell it's time to replace their old system instead of repairing it again?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. There is no silver bullet, right? There's a lot of golden BBs. One, higher power bills. Two, funny smells, crazy noises. Three, if you're on our service plan and the techs come out and they show you a bunch of rust, or you just notice that it's running a lot longer, or it's just not getting to those comfortable temperatures that you want inside your house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. One good thing about that, you said that if it's running an excessive amount of time,
yep.
One good thing about that is having that Wi-Fi thermostat that shows you how long your unit's been running.
That's right.
For me personally, for my house, I check that all the time. During the summer, I know it's going to be running 14, 15, 16 hours a day.
That's right.
But when it's 74 degrees outside, it should not be running that long.
No.
Right. So that is something to definitely keep an eye on.
Oh yeah.
If someone calls this week, how soon can they get an estimate or install a new unit?
Well, right now I'm doing a video with you, so that would, I'd say, pretty quick, right? pretty quick. I love spending time with B. Don't get me wrong. I definitely love it. We've been friends for a while. Right now we're getting into our slow time, right? It's very mild outside. Mid 70s, low 80s, and right now would be the best time to replace a system. And the reason I say that is, let's say me and you are up in your attic right now. We love it, right? We're not hot. We're not sweating.
Nice.
The workmanship is so much better than what it would have been, 2-3 months ago, because it was like, oh my word, it's 150 degrees in your attic. I've got Ethan or Dylan installing a unit up there, and they're just, sweating their brains out. As to right now, if they go up there, they're going to take their time. They're going to make sure that all those nooks and crannies of everything that, we discuss is taken care of. So it makes it better for the guys installing it. And if it's better for them installing it, better product and better outcome come for the homeowner.
Awesome.
Without a doubt.
What kind of savings or rebates are available right now for homeowners?
That's a great question. So we actually have some in-house promotions going on at this moment, anywhere between $500 to $3,000 off in-house promotions on select systems. And then we actually have some true rebates going through Lennox themselves. I believe those are up to $1,400, maybe $1,800. I know $1,400. And so, that's a gift card coming to you that you can use for Christmas. And then that, hey, I got a good system. They installed it right because it's not hot outside. So, anywhere between, I'd say low end, you could save, $2,000. On the high end, you can save almost up to $4,000.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and that's a considerable amount, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely. Are there any financing options that make new systems more affordable?
Yes, that is a great question. So the initial cost of anything right now is getting higher and higher and higher, right? It doesn't matter whether it's an iPad, a vehicle, or a roof, or an air conditioner, right? So yes, we do have different payment options, payment plans. My favorite is the 12 months same as cash option. I mean, you can purchase it now and not have to worry about it, until next year, and there's no minimum payment towards that either. We do have some extended term plans as well, where you can get a monthly investment as low as about $120, $130 a month, and of course you can pay more on that and get it taken care of as quick as you want to, but you get that flexibility. When my wife and I purchased our system in our home, I did the extended term for the simple fact that we have the same month birthday. We're both in March, and then she lucked up and got the anniversary and Christmas within a week. So, I put my minimum payment towards it those 2 months, and then I'm shuffling it towards it the rest of the year. So that way, I can get it paid off, get a good system in, and not have to stress about it. So yeah, we do have different options there.
So if someone was to purchase, let's say this week,
Yep.
would they be able to make a first payment after the new year?
Yeah.
And so that way they're not worried about Christmas and having a brand new payment to budget for, that they're able to say, "Ooh, this is a relief. I still can afford Christmas," because Christmas is a hard time for a lot of people. I mean,
100%.
Even us, it is a hard time for families.
That's right.
Because you're trying to do, get all the presents, everything that your kids want or your family wants. And people worry about that. There's like, I don't want to spend any money until after Christmas.
That's correct.
But if they do it now, they're still able to not spend that money until after Christmas.
That's correct. I got a 2-year-old, so I completely understand, right? Christmas is very important to the baby. So we got that 12 months same as cash. We have a 6-month interest free that reverts back to the 120 month, where you get that flexibility of that low monthly payment. So I mean, you got 6 months of no interest. That'll put you into that March, April, where then you making that first payment, and then you can just get the flexibility and take care of it, right after tax time.
What's the benefit of upgrading from a single speed to a 2-speed or variable speed system?
Very good question, Ben. So the most important thing, whether you do the single speed, 2-speed, or variable speed, is what you have to make sure that there's other components that are just as important as that type of system. Your copper line sets, your air filter, there's a lot of other things that come into play. You can buy a variable speed system and it run less efficient than the single speed system, right? That's where the experts come in, me and Wesley, we come out and we do our thorough inspection to make sure that all of those things line up so you get that true efficiency of what you're wanting, right? My favorite system of all time is the 2-speed system, the high efficiency system. I love it. It's been around since the mid to early 90s. A lot of the kinks have been worked out of it, and that's the system that we're putting in mine and Jordan's house. That's what we're going to put in there. I really like it. Some people love the variable speed system, and then others just want the single speed standard unit. The best part about that is all 3 of those units are going to heat and cool your house. All 3 of them. The biggest difference is the return on investment on your monthly power bill, right? And so that's where we kind of sit down and we talk about, what's important to you. Do you like to have the dehumidification features? Do you like for it to be in the quiet whisper mode? Or do you just, hey, Clay, I just want a unit that's going to heat and cool my house, right? So every person is a little bit different. And that's where we sit down and, and in our hour to 2-hour visit to each home, we figure out, what do we feel like the best fit is? And then we give you multiple options, right? I like anywhere between 3 to 6 options. And then we can, get into those and figure out what best fits you and your family's needs.